Welcome back, everybody. This is episode 92 of the Road to Top series. I am Toasty FM. And if you watched yesterday's episode, you know that we are no longer in the Europa League, which is a big disappointment. But the goal was always this year to make it back in. We have to, consistently get back into the competition. Boost our coefficient, make sure that when we do get in there that we don't get placed against a team at the level of Celta Vigo. We should have played better against Celta Vigo, especially in the second leg. We played pretty good in the first leg. Away from home, got 2 goals. Weren't able to finish it off. But that's something that we're going to have to work on, and it's a process. Now, we have to get back into this season. Now, we've gotten some points. We've had a tough start to the season. Obviously, the loss to Guimarães was tough. We beat Rio. Then we beat Setúbal. Came back against Benfica. Lost there. Drew against Pasto and today we have Porto. So, and then after this, we'll have some clear sailing for a while until we play Sporting. But there's going to be plenty of points to pick up there. But this has brought us. We're about in 8th place, a little bit out of the spot where we want to be, but it's still very early in the season. No reason why, with a couple solid results, we should be back up near the top of the table. Now, we also had last time we had an episode. We also had we still weren't done with the transfer window. Now, so we made a couple signings just to kind of shore up our team midfield. We were able to loan out some of our young players. Diaz went out. Le Montagnier went out. Pezzi went out, like I said. Costulis went out because of the signing we made for the center midfielders. And so we signed 2 center midfielders just to shore up that area of the team. One is João Sampaio, ball in midfielder role. He's going to be a solid player. Good player. Portuguese. He's on loan. We're not paying him that much. He's not expecting to play all that much on rotation. So it'll be just, we have Silveira and stuff like that. But we need to shore up our midfield a little bit. And then we have Capellino, another center midfielder, a little bit more defensive. He's not going to be playing as much. When we play with a true defensive midfielder, he may play more. But a solid player that very physical. So I'm interested in seeing what we can do for us in the future. I kind of want to train him as a box-to-box midfielder with Sampaio. Sampaio's not going to be here long term. So that's something that we're going to see. But what he can offer for us. But Sampaio is more of a more ball-winning midfield role, and Capellino will be more of a box-to-box. So that's really all there really is to say. There's not really much else to play. Much else to say. We've been playing okay. We've had some tough games, which is going to happen. So let's get to the lineup and see the lineup for today's game. Alright, guys. So this is the lineup for today. Pretty typical, except Sampaio has found himself in the lineup in that ball in midfield role in that defensive midfielder space. Warrington is going to be as playmaker. Everything else is pretty normal. Nothing really else to talk about. Guilherme Pereira, and you may have been wondering where he's been. He was injured at the beginning of the season, and Correa is still just knocking in goals. Like nobody's business. So, which is something he wasn't doing last year. So, I love Pereira. He is the captain of the team. But as long as Correa keeps scoring goals, I don't see a reason to play Pereira. I also have Guilherme Marques, the really young goal scorer that I really want to bring in this team consistently. I want him to get as much playing time as he can. So that's something we're going to have to look to as well. He might play more in upcoming cup matches. So that's something we're going to have to look at. So as you may know, we have never beaten Porto. We have come close in cup games. We've beaten Sporting, we've beaten Benfica, I believe, but we never beaten Porto. So there's no better time to start than today. 3 points would be outstanding. This is the first time Costa has played against his former club. He's obviously been here a few years, but he's never actually played against them because of the loan rules and stuff like that. So we've kind of always started a backup goalkeeper against them, and although likes of Pezzi and all that stuff have played okay, we do miss a little bit of extra class that Costa brings to the team. What else can we talk about? Correa, his value has gone up significantly considering he's played he's played like 9 games this season with 9 goals. I think 5 in the league, 4 in the Europa League. Excuse me. So that's great. I mean that's kind of where when we bought him. That's kind of what we were expecting. That's what we were looking at. And our future striker. So I'm very happy to see. I mean, I love Paredes. But we can't rely on Paredes forever. We need a player like Correa or Marques to come in and give us an option off the bench. So I'm happy to see that we finally have that a little bit. They are absolutely tearing us apart, I think, at the moment. We really haven't been able to do anything. And now, especially, looks like they're going to tear us apart now, considering it looks like they're going to be on a counterattack. We had the ball for about a second. We are getting lucky that their players have definitely been off the mark. Quite a bit. They've had a couple shots. They had that one shot that hit the bar. So I'm wondering about what we should do here. I think we're gonna switch some Bayou to Anchorman. Not Ron Burgundy, but or defensive midfielder at least, just to kind of shore up that our front line. And I think we're gonna bring up our wingers a little bit higher up. I think we don't have really any kind of threat on the break. We really don't. I mean, we haven't. I mean, what if we had 35% possession, 2 shots on target? They are definitely outclassing us across the board. So I think moving our wingers higher up, just giving them something a little bit to think about, while also shoring up our defense by putting Jean Sampaio as a true defensive midfielder. Hopefully that helps us out, and it looks like it has. I mean, they were having highlights all over the shop in the first half, and they still haven't had one in the second half. And I think Correa is not having one of his better games today. I think bringing on Guillaume Marques would be a good idea, so that's what I'm going to do. I do not want to bring him on the wing. That would be a bad idea. So Probably Correa's worst game of the season. I mean, he didn't play that well against Benfica either. But, I mean, it's against Porto, so, you know, you can't fault him that much for not having the best game of the season. So, about 10 minutes here. We're playing well. We're doing exactly what we wanted to do. We can't really expect much else. Let's put Sampaio at center mid, and then bring Silveira in at the defensive midfield spot. He plays as an anchorman, so we're gonna switch him to an anchorman. Just a little bit even more defensive, really protecting our back line, and see if we could ride out these last 5 minutes or so. I mean, they have had a lot of shots. That's pretty incredible that they've had that many amount of shots. But we're in injury time here. This should be the last few seconds. Orrington finds DeVoe, and that's, I mean, clean sheet. It wasn't the best game of our lives, so we definitely got lucky based on their lack of the ability to finish off their chances. But a draw is a draw. I mean, and as a point against the big three, we got a couple draws. Remember, early on in the last season, we drew against Benfica, we drew against Sporting, and that definitely helped us out. So that's a good result for us. So let's get into the lineup for tomorrow's episode. All right, guys. So now we can kind of breathe a little bit, getting past the games against Benfica and Porto, but we have to start picking up some big points upcoming games. So we have a cup game, Taça Portugal, coming up. Sertanense, they're a newly promoted team and kind of a rising team. They were in the 4th division as far back as 2008, 2009. They're kind of doing their own little road of glory. I think I can see there. They were in this 3rd division for a while. Since the start of the save, they kind of lingered, promoted, and then got promoted after 2 years again. So they're kind of on the up and up as well. That's kind of nice to see. So Sertanense, then we have Taça Portugal against whoever, I don't know yet. Belnenge and Estoril. We're probably going to play against Estoril, but there may be a Taça Liga game might fall in there somewhere. I'm not sure yet, but I'll keep an eye out for that, just because that might happen as well, because that usually where it falls a couple weeks after the Taça Portugal match. So we'll see. So our game against tomorrow is kind of unknown at the moment. So, but thank you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Big game today, big draw today. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, and take care of yourselves.